Location, the lab. Quentin only has 24 hours to sell his car. Is that even possible? He goes to Carvana.com.
What is this, a movie trailer?
He ignores the doubters, enters his license plate. Wow, that's a great offer. The car is sold, but will Carvana pick it up in time for...
They'll literally pick it up tomorrow morning. Done with the dramatics?
Car selling in record time.
Save your time. Go to Carvana.com and sell your car today. Pickup fees may apply.
JD here, and I want to welcome you to a waltz through time. That's right, we are going backward in time all the way to 2020 when we released the first podList. It was something that just came to me in the night. How about we create a playlist full of songs that our talented listeners submit, and then I podcast it so that everyone can hear it. We've released 5 of these up until now, and this year we're getting ready for another one. So I thought it would be cool to refresh your memory on what these podlists are all about and the talent that we have in our fucking audience. That's you I'm talking about. Yeah, you. So there's that. I would love it if you listen to this and you get inspired, or even if you've got a song kicking around in your back pocket. Throw it my way. One caveat. It's got to be one of the songs that was listed from 169 to 41. You can find that list by going to our Facebook group or our Instagram at TT8 Top 40. So now buckle up and enjoy the pod list. Pick up your shit.
A member of the DATC media family.
Hi there, this is Greg LeGros.
And this is Jamie Dew.
Of Fully and Completely. You're listening to...
Hey, it's JD here, and welcome back to Fully and Completely, a Tragically Hip podcast. You know, I realized the other day that calling it a Tragically Hip podcast is incorrect because they are called The Tragically Hip, so it would be The Tragically Hip podcast. But I've already printed all the materials, and here we are. We're sort of lost. My name is JD. Like I said, I am your host. Greg is not with us again this episode. But ultimately, at this point, we've become, the podcast show or the podlist show. Once a year on May Long Weekend, we put together a podlist of our very talented listeners' cover tracks of the Tragically Hip, and we release that to the podcast feed and into something we call a podlist. And it's a lot of fun. So far, they've been really tremendous. And this year, we're releasing it a little bit before May Long Weekend, just because I ended up getting it done early. So there's that. I can tell you that I'm, happy to have got it done early. And get it out to you, more quickly. I think that's always a lot of fun. We are going to kick off today's pod list. Let me just give you the background. This year's pod list, we went with a theme, and the theme is 2000s and above. So you could choose from Music at Work, In Violet Light, In Between Evolution, We Are the Same, World Container, Now for Plan A, and Man Machine Poem. All of those records, except for Man Machine Poem, are represented on this pod list. So I'm really thrilled about that. Most of the contributions come from this round of submissions as well. I did go back and cherry pick a few that hit the criteria that had been released in the past to round out the pod list. But what do you say we get right to it now and go to Seamus Gunn, who is doing a track off World Container. It really kicks off the playlist nicely. So let's go to Seamus Gunn right now with his interpretation of In View on Fully and Completely Podlist 4.
Thank you. morning moon, yeah. I'm not making straight. You said someone's paid and something's too cheap. Somebody's paying something. You said someone's paying something under a morning moon, yeah. Say those little things that don't make anyone feel better, yeah. Didn't take too much to upset her. Nothing that could clear a room. Just say one little thing that could make me feel better under this morning moon, yeah. Morning moon, yeah. Morning moon, yeah. Morning, yeah. The sun's a light bulb and the moon is a mirror. There are times when you can see both the bulb and the mirror. See the bulb in the mirror, and that's the morning moon, yeah. Say those little things that don't make anyone feel better, yeah. Doesn't take too much to upset her. Nothing that could clear a room. Just say one little thing, try to make you feel better under this morning moon, yeah. Under this morning moon, yeah. Morning moon, trying to make you feel better. Yeah. Nothing too far from the truth. Yeah. Trying to make you feel better. Yeah. Nothing too far from the truth. Yeah. Trying to make you feel better. Yeah. Nothing too far from the truth.
Oh, yeah. Just let that cymbal resonate there. Don't step on it, JD. Do not step on the cymbal. Coming up next, we have Fan to Power with Josh Traeger, Jamie Ellman, Randy Starr, John Lewitt, and Mick Perlis. But before that, we heard from Seamus Gunn doing In View. And right before that, we heard from Uzbekistani Denzel doing Morning Moon, which has got to be one of my favorite tracks on We Are the Same. Even though We Are the Same still hasn't really moved, it's locked into that probably 11 or 12 spot on my top Tragically Hip records of all time. Just because it's so goddamn hard. It's so hard to choose, right? Like, how do you choose which one should be? I don't know. It's got to be intricate. It's got to be very intricate. We did it last year in March Madness, and we discovered what you all thought. You can revisit that if you'd like by checking out the podcast feed, and I recommend that you do.
skip to a neutral fury. You didn't say yes or no, neither. You whispered, wanna be nobody without me. Wanna be a thought that's never done. Wanna shake your faith in human nature. Wanna break the hearts
still in the night, a tuneless moonlight. Just the I need you and Hughes by of snoring gourds and Cheryls. There's a heron outside in violet light. There's an urge to go, a shadow, a heightened air of peril. Your heart jumps too, and my heart jumps too. I think to myself, I don't really know my heart. As you whisper me to silver jet roars overhead, rocks the nocturnal everglading glacier. Silver jet so far up already, but the hot spurs off all the way to Cape Spear. It's quiet again when a car like me bent. The radio Doppler in for all you Gregory Peck fans. Let us now praise famous men to take some pressure off the wondrous to bite man. Your heart jumps too, and my heart jumps too, as if the wolves of Northumberland themselves were rumored to be en route. Silver jet way overhead. You're an archipelago, a satellite and green stars. Silver jet so far up already. With the I need you and here's why I'm flying to the next part. Your heart jumps too, and my heart jumps too. I'm thinking to myself, packing is a secret art. As you whisper me to silver jet, silver
Oh boy, that was Silver Jet from In Violet Light by Smug Rooster, which is a tremendous name for a band, you have to admit. Smug Rooster. You can almost just picture it. I pictured the cover of the Pavement EP, Watery Domestic. You know, that's what I picture when I picture a Smug Rooster. So there's that. That was Smug Rooster with Silver Jet. Before that, we heard from Tristan Armstrong and It Can't Be Nashville Every Night, a beautiful track from In Between Evolution. And we kicked the whole thing off with Fandom Power, a band that I mentioned at the outset. They were covering Lake Fever from Music at Work, which is, again, probably one of my favorite songs from Music at Work, other than Tiger the Lion. So we're getting some real hits here. So for those of you who are poo-pooey on the back half of the Hip's career, these songs should remind you of how tremendous a career it was they actually had. So there's that. Let's move to a really great, these are all great. These are all great. So I don't want to make any of this personal, but I love the original of this song so much, The Last Recluse. It's from We Are the Same, and this comes from Beej of the Artificially Hip. The Artificially Hip being a Tragically Hip cover band, tribute band, Beej being a performer in that band, and some really good studio work here on this one. I think this is just a great track overall. This is The Last Recluse on Fully and Completely, podList 4.
We rode hard for the boat, but as we could, the tears you said, understood. I said, alright. Crowd will be born, only born die. I want to walk for a sign tonight, but watch a bomb go off the underworld.
when the color of the night and all the smoke for one life gives way to shaky movements, improvisational skills, a forest of whispering speakers. Let's swear that we will get with the times in the current health to stay. Let's get friendship right and get alive day to day. Never forget your skate stream full of countervailing wars, diverse as ever seems, proceeding all I need to know. In a face so full of meaning as to almost make it glow. For a good life we just might have to. We can find somewhere to go somewhere we need it. Find somewhere to grow, go somewhere we need it. When the color of the night and all the smoke in one life gives way to shaky movements, improvisational skills, the forest of whispering speakers. Let's swear that we will get with the times in a current health to stay. Let's get friendship right and get alive day to day. The forget your skate stream full of countervailing woes, diverse as ever seems, proceeding on the need to know, in a place so full of meaning as to almost make it grow. For a good life we just might have to. We can find somewhere to go somewhere we need it. Find somewhere to grow, go somewhere we need it. Find somewhere to go somewhere we need it. Find somewhere to grow, go where we are needed. And in the forget your skate dream, you can hang your head and woe, and diverse as ever seen, you know which way to go. All right, thank you so much. We got it.
What's troubling us? You sound demented. Is it because someone talked and she told me he no longer thinks anything that moves and everything he sees is something to kill and eat? What's troubling us if nothing goes quiet with the wheel that does? What's troubling us? Overhearing conversations, but it's because you're too either them or me. It's either them or it's us. Anything that moves and everything you see is something to kill and eat. What's troubling us? Is it nothing goes quiet? Is that what's troubling you guys? The mere mention of the name used to be enough to make everybody What's troubling us is if nothing goes quiet. Is that what's troubling you guys? The mere mention of the name used to be enough to make every bird stop singing. But with the will that does, no one is afraid. No one is afraid of love. No one is afraid. No one is afraid. What's troubling us? Well, it's troubling us. What's troubling us? Well, it's troubling us. No one is afraid. No one is afraid enough. No one is afraid.
Yeah, you don't walk on that, baby. You don't walk on that kind of outro. That's really, really great. And that is Gus the Polar Bear from Central Park by Field of Porters. Comes from In Between Evolution, and it is a burner. My gosh. Before that, we heard from Mick Perlis. It's a Good Life If You Don't Weaken. And we kicked off that set with The Last Recluse from Beej of the Artificially Hip. You can follow Mick Perlis on his Instagram at instagram.com/Mick Perlis. That's MIKPERLUS to listen to more great music that he's created and interact with him if you choose to do so. Right now, we are going to hear from a Tragically Hip tribute band called Gift Shop, and they are going to deliver to us The Darkest One, which is a tie for my favorite song with It's a Good Life If You Don't Weaken from In Violet Light. These two songs are burners. They absolutely kick my ass all over the place. And this version it resembles that remark. So let's head right into it. This is Gift Shop doing The Darkest One on Fully and Completely, podList number 4.
These are my two favorite songs in a row. Come on, let's go! Woo! Come in, come in, come in. From under these darling skies, it's warm and it's safe here. I almost hopped off to a time and place now lost on our imagination. When you don't complain, but you still. And you don't explain if you want to explain what you believe. Say without shame, I just do. You say what you mean, you don't mean what you say. Oh, when the frown and the song of the darkest one, you're the darkest one. Come in, come in, come in. From thin and wicked prairies, it's warm and it's safe here, almost hard. Here in a time and place, not lost on our imagination. Well, you can complain, but you still. And you can complain if you want to complain. Well, you're real instrumental or supple or sexy as hell. When you say I believe or say without shame I feel. Well, the wild are strong, and the strong are the darkest ones, but you're the darkest one. Oh, when you're the darkest one. And if that's what you want, oh, then you're the darkest one. Hey!
Smile is fading a bit, so I ration it. Don't think about it. Here where the Mississippi quits, I still got a bit Minnesota in it. No one will give you a thing these days. They'd rather kill it or throw it away. Don't do dark American streets so. If New Orleans is beat, 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 where's that leave you and me? River takes and takes and takes. It doesn't change, it only changes. See there in a picture with me, there's a caption beneath. New Orleans is beat, and if New Orleans is beat, 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 where's that leave you and me? Where's that leave you and me? Where's that
God damn, that's a gorgeous song. That is a gorgeous song and a beautiful arrangement there from regular contributor Rico Borrego. Rico, dynamite job. We love to hear from you. Before that, we heard from Craig Rogers with The Darkest One. Another just tremendous song. Sorry, I'm sucking on a THC lozenge at the moment. My anxiety is through the roof, and in order to sound like a cool DJ, cool and aloof, stoic, I need to, have these lozenges in my mouth, but I have to trick them into being in the right spot at the right time, or there's hell to pay. If you want to find out more about Gift Shop the Band, go to giftshopband.ca, or you can check them out on youtube.com/giftshopband. Lots of places to check them out. And I think you'll hear more of them as we continue on with these playlists or podlists in the future. Is this a good idea? Do we keep doing this, or do I shut the feed down? Do we just shut this goddamn feed down and turn the car around? I don't know. I feel like there's enough news and stuff going on that we can keep the feed alive and do a pod list once a year, for May long-ish. Let's go to our second to last song. This is Craig Rogers and Yvette Drew. This is Now for Plan A, coming from the Now for Plan A record on Fully and Completely, pod list number 4.
Yeah, I know. It's still not enough. Nothing short of everything. Nothing short of everything's enough. No matter how wide or how tough, nothing short of everything's enough. Yeah, I know. Now for Plan A. I'll wait till the wisteria fades, falls on LA. No matter how wide or how rough, nothing short of everything's enough. In your face, the endless patience, the fleeting nature of life on display. Nothing short of everything. I'll stay till the wisteria fades, the way it falls all over LA. If I ask you a question, are you gonna lie to me? Is that your question? That one was easy. Tripping the city, hitting the town, and no one on earth is doing this enough. If you can pretend, then I can pretend. Pretending won't end. Well then, if you take the chances, I'll take the vows. Say no one on earth is doing this now. But if I ask you a question, yes I can, yes I can. You can't pretend. Yes I can, yes I can, yes I can. You can't pretend. Yes I can, yes I can, yes I can.
Applause indeed. That was Tim Clark, Mark Harwood, and Ben Wallace performing Pretend from World Container. Before that, we heard Now from Plan A by Craig Rogers and Yvette Drew. This has been a slice, an absolute slice for me to go through these tracks with you today and share just the talent that we have in our midst. I know that we can have an even bigger and better podlist next year. Start thinking about themes that we could potentially use. That would be great. I would love to hear from you. Send me an email. Jamie@duvra.com is probably your best bet at this point. JAMIE@duvra, DEWVRE.com. Always rate and review the show and tell your friends all about it. That's what I've got for you this week, this month, this episode. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Stay cool, stay hungry, and pick up your shit. Thanks for listening to Fully and Completely, a Tragically Hip podcast. For more information about Greg, Jamie, or any of our guests, please visit duvra.com. That's DEWVRE.com. Send a letter to the show at info@fullyandcompletely.com. To join our Facebook group, go to facebook.com/groups/fullyandcompletely. And we're on Twitter and Instagram @fullypodcasts. And hey, don't forget to rate and review the show wherever you get your podcasts. Duvra podcasts and such.
Owning a boat comes with a number of perks, like being able to say ahoy or land ho and not feel weird about it. So here's another perk. Geico's boat insurance offers access to the largest towing fleet on the water. And with specialist support from agents that are as passionate about boating as you are, there's so much value that you'll want to say, "Shiver me timbers," and not feel weird about that either. Get more with Geico.
This is your before and after story, where your first steps towards a new life-changing career begin. Southeastern College can take you there. We offer in-demand hybrid and online programs with hands-on training, led by in-field career professionals, and career services to put you on the path to a rewarding and fulfilling future. This is where your transformation begins. Southeastern College, your future is bright. Visit sec.edu to get started.
Hey, Kristen, how's it tracking?
With Carvana Value Tracker.
What else?
Oh, it's tracking. In fact, Value Surge Alert trucks up 2.5%. Vans down 1.7%.
Just as predicted.
Mm-hmm.
So, we gonna...
I don't know. Could sell, could hold.
The power to always know our car's worth.
Exhilarating, isn't it?
Tracking.
Always know your car's worth with Carvana Value Tracker.